If you want to get in contact with me, the best way to do it is on Instagram. If you just want to say what up, if you want to tell me you love my videos, you can tell me that you hate my videos, but the best way to do that is on Instagram. Peace, y'all. Johnny Fastlane here. So, Kanye West says he's running for president, and 50 Cent disses Meek Mill. Plus, a new song with Drake and Roddy Ricch leaks. Let's talk hip-hop. Alright, so at this point, we all know that Kanye West is crazy, right? So he goes on Twitter and he's like, we must now realize the promise of America by trusting God, unifying our vision and building our future. I am running for president of the United States, 2020 vision, right? And everybody went crazy, right? So this is the whole situation. First of all, Kanye West kind of was hinting at the fact that he was going to run for president anyway a couple months ago or even like a year ago, but it seemed like he was going to run for president in 2024, not 2020, right? And the whole reason why is because he was like really down with Donald Trump and endorsing Donald Trump and said that Donald Trump made him feel like his father and blah, blah, blah. So it seemed like he was trying to get the Donald Trump endorsement, and for him to get that endorsement, it wouldn't be smart for him to run against Donald Trump, but let Donald Trump win in 2020, and then have him back you up in 2024, right? But now he's like, yo, I'm running for president now in 2020, right? And I kind of really think that this whole situation is so that Kanye West can help out Donald Trump a little bit, right? Well, if he runs as a Republican, which Kanye West says that he is, then he's going to take votes away from Donald Trump. But if he runs as an independent, then he probably will help out Donald Trump, because a lot of black people who are going to vote for Joe Biden would then instead just vote for some famous ass rapper, Kanye West, splitting the Democratic vote and then allowing Donald Trump to win, right? That's kind of how I see it happening if Kanye West is serious about running for president, but he also could not be serious about running for president at all right now and just is tweeting because that's Kanye West and he's crazy and he just likes to tweet, right? But I guess we will have to see what happens. I think they officially announced the candidates for president like on, I think it's like July 13th or something like that. So probably in a week. So we will see what happens, who officially really is running for president. That's all we know for now, yo. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comments.
I'm not even going to say who I'm talking about, right?
Please don't.
I'm just going to say, if you represent prison reform, how did you sign to a correctional officer and you managed by a snitch? Help me with this, man. I'm gonna look.
Alright, yo, so that was 50 Cent basically talking about Meek Mill, right? And you see he's there like, yo, I'm not gonna say any names, but how could you be managed by a snitch and you're signed to a CO, right? And y'all know the whole situation is that 50 Cent has beef with Rick Ross. He didn't have beef with Rick Ross for like the last 10 or 15 years, right? So anytime 50 Cent can like throw a little jab at Rick Ross, he's gonna do it, right? And because Meek Mill is signed to Maybach Music and signed to Rick Ross, he throws jabs at Meek Mill too, right? And it's funny because if Meek Mill wasn't signed to Maybach Music, I feel like Meek Mill's personality and 50 Cent's personality are, kind of the same, and they would probably be homeboys or friends, but they're not because Meek Mill's signed to Rick Ross, right? Anyway, the whole situation though is that fine, right? Meek Mill is representing prison reform. He is on Roc Nation Management. The CEO of Roc Nation is Desiree Perez, and Desiree Perez actually does have paperwork on her that she told on like some Puerto Rican cartel back in the day. She had a wiretap and everything on her and helped the feds take some of those dudes down. And some of those dudes are still in prison right now, right? Lo and behold, she is now the CEO of Roc Nation Management, right? And that means that she is Meek Mill's manager, right? Also, Rick Ross, we all know that Rick Ross used to be CEO. First he denied it, and then he came out and said, yeah, I was a CEO. It's not like Rick Ross was a cop. He wasn't a police officer locking people up, but he was like, I guess, locking them in at the end of the night. So kind of like an officer, Officer Ricky, right? The whole situation though is that Meek Mill is one of the dudes that's like, 6ix9ine's a snitch, fuck 6ix9ine, this and that, and how could you even talk to a rat, be around a rat, anything with a rat, right? But people are saying that Meek Mill is kind of a hypocrite because Desiree Perez did the same thing that 6ix9ine did, but you are right there with Desiree Perez, right? So you're picking and choosing choosing who you want to call a snitch or a rat because of the opportunity that they can afford you, right? The whole situation though is that, of course, after 50 Cent said this, and Academics posted it on his page, 6ix9ine saw it, 6ix9ine commented on it, and he says, why don't you keep that same energy that you had with Academics for 50 Cent, right? And of course, we all know that Meek Mill is not going to come at 50 Cent like he came at Academics, because 50 Cent is a real gangster, and that's why sometimes I feel like Meek Mill and Freddie Gibbs kind of be picking on niggas. They want to pick and choose who they get at. They want to go after nigga that's not so gangster, because it is true they wouldn't come at 50 Cent like this. And Meek Mill does respond to what 50 said, is very cryptic, doesn't act 50, doesn't say, yo, you green lit, like how he said to Academics, but he says, oh, they trying to group up on us, cuz corny niggas, LOL. That's all he said, right? And that's probably as deep or as crazy out of your mouth talking sideways as you would get with 50 Cent, because 50 the type of nigga that will catch you, in Queens or New York or Philly or wherever you at, you know what I'm saying? But let me know what you're thinking about this in the comments.
So, you ain't getting money, you ain't fucking with me,
Alright, yo, so that was a leak right there of a song called In the Cut with Drake and Roddy Ricch, right? And this is crazy because this is the third song that leaked within the last 2 or 3 days, right? So another song called Grease came out, it was Drake by himself, and another song called Lie to Me, which was also Drake by himself, but this In the Cut has Roddy Ricch on it too, right? And I gotta say, yo, this is fire, and Roddy Ricch just kind of like floated on this shit, right? Now there are rumors that Drake is supposed to be dropping an album on August 7th, but it's not really confirmed yet, and Drake hasn't come out and said anything about the singles that are supposed to be coming off of the new album, or he hasn't even come out and acknowledged the fact that this leak even came out, right? On the other hand though, Roddy Ricch did come out and acknowledge this leak, right? What he did was yesterday he went on his Instagram live for probably about 45 seconds. He was smoking a blunt, looked like he was in the backyard or something, and in the background this song was playing, right? And it was playing on, I think, Drake's verse, right? And Roddy Ricch was just playing it in the background for a little bit, and he goes, fucking leaks, man. And then he just turned the live off, right? So that kind of tells me that they might have been planning it a little bit because they want Roddy Ricch to point, attention to the fact that this song did come out, but it didn't officially come out yet. But, today in social media, the rollout may be a little different than what it is used to be in. So, we just got to pay attention and see how Drake is rolling this out. And deadass, yesterday might have been the release of the first, single for the rollout for the new album, right? We just don't even know, right? But the song is fire, yo. Let me know what y'all think about this and everything else in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell. Follow me at Johnny Fastin on Instagram, and y'all already know what to do. Peace.